Hey everybody, welcome back to Rune King League of Legends story. My name is Desma. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Where we left off on last episode was exploring the Purification Temple. We got most of the items needed to, I think, go and fight the boss that's about to be over here. So, yeah, that's where we're off to next. We're off to see what's in this room. Hopefully we don't get insta-gibbed.
It shares details with the vaults we've explored on the Shadow Isles. The Blessed Isles' reach goes far beyond what I imagined.
And I thought all Buru temples were the same. Less stone squids here. I like it.
Squids? You are referring to the image of Nankaboros. Show proper respect.
You want me to say a prayer?
I do not think it would help you.
You may be right.
Her spirit is that of a thunderstorm. I'm not sure if I admire it or fear it.
She is one of the few who can save Bilgewater, and doing so is in her blood. She is important.
Perhaps we should have just stolen her boat.
I would fear for the man or woman foolish enough to steal from Sarah Fortune while she still lives. As Gangplank must. Buru idols. The power of Nagakaboros resonates in this temple.
A seed. Here, we can bring it life anew.
What? What is that I sense?
Something pulls the seed down. A cold mist.
Ready your arms. The enemy approaches.
If this is like any of their boss fights, it should be pretty simple, but I'm gonna probably eat those words relatively shortly. I just don't want to mess this up on my first turn. We'll go with this.
Here I come.
Not everyone is well.
Interesting that at one shot, Ari.
I have been waiting for this moment.
Went a lot smoother that second time. It's a lot of XP.
No. Not now. I need to control myself. I'm starving. No. I can't.
Ari? Ari, can you hear me?
The corruption from the seed. It triggered something in me. I lost control.
Lost control. Should we be worried?
This is why I am better off alone.
Enough of that. You've shaken it off. You're fine.
And it seems our mission has been a success.
The seed. It radiates with life. Such an aura.
It has been blessed by the Mother Serpent herself. Perhaps this was a test of what or whom. I am uncertain.
We must move with haste before the mist overtakes Maokai.
Off to Maokai. Oh, this should be good.
This blade, a monarch's blade, still sharp after all this time.
He was a mighty ruler who commanded vast armies, just like you will when the mist is yours. Let us see how his strength has grown. Awaken, mighty king!
I remember you. But... wait, where is my queen?
This again.
My lord, you are building your strength. We will find her soon.
He's not getting any stronger. It'll be easier to take his magic than you said.
Who speaks to me in such a tone?
I'm Gangplank, Reaver King of Bilgewater. Your kingdom is dead, but mine still waits for me. Your magic will serve my destiny.
Do not tempt my wrath with such lies, peasant. What is that? Amulet around your neck.
Calm, calm. We will find your queen soon.
Do not try to calm me, wretch. My destiny cannot be denied. I will find her.
He's not getting stronger. He's fixated on that queen of his.
Peace, Gangplank. That obsession is his strength. You, of all people, know the power that comes from following your destiny.
Yes, but his destiny is already broken. Mine still lives.
Ah, Gangplank. The king's destiny is far from broken. When he senses his queen, he speaks the truth. With her crown in Bilgewater, we'll meet him there. Then across the world, bringing ruination in his wake.
So the question is, where is Maokai? Let's save real quick.
Ah, Bram. The knock alone should have told me.
May I come in?
Have you changed your mind about our moment? I admit your timing is odd.
Ah, priestess, I... no.
Well then, speak.
This journey has been difficult. For Brom, yes, but for others too. You will love me. Brom can see that you are like a snow lion without its snow. Something is amiss.
You have a sharp eye, Brown. Indeed, this mission has been difficult for me. When we left Bilgewater, I hoped that my path was blessed by the goddess. But now, I am not so sure. With Pike, the goddess commanded me to go against Buru teachings. But lately, I have also challenged Buru tradition alone. I hoped that she would bless my decision about the serpent collars, but the goddess was silent.
You made the right choice.
Did I? There are some things I have not shared. Things that make me question the goddess entirely.
Oh?
I am about to tell you a grave secret, Bram. You must swear to never reveal it.
Brom swears. The secret you call grave must be precious indeed.
I knew Gangplank was alive. After Sarah tried to kill him, Gangplank came to me. I saved him because the goddess judged him worthy, but now he has failed to walk that worthy path.
And you kept the secret from Sarah.
The goddess commanded me to help him. If I told Sarah, she would have killed him in his sickbed. But perhaps I never heard the goddess rightly at all. Perhaps Gangplank deserved to die, and I am a fraud.
Brom has a theory. Your goddess is testing you, just as you tested Gangplank.
To what end? If I fail her test, then all of Bilgewater will fall.
Then you will pass, and we will help you. Any test of Ilawi is a test of Brom, too. Soon you will find the right time to tell Sarah the truth. Brom can tell. You think she deserves to know. And for that reason, you have my shield.
Wow, what a
Good night.
turn of events.
You could stay.
Another time, perhaps. A great battle with Thresh is approaching. And I feel I should
It's like the
be-
fourth time that she's tried.
You are strong, Brown. In ways many men are not.
low level stuff.
As the dawn darkens, champions gather.
Who speaks? Declare yourself, Mistwalker.
Many centuries have passed since I had a name. On the Shadow Isles, we lose almost everything. But not all fully turn to the mist. For now, you may simply call me Necrit.
Well spoken for a creature of nightmares. You'll forgive our skepticism.
The grip of Shadow is tight. A few sane souls inevitably trickle through. We do what we can to avoid the pull into madness.
This one certainly feels different. There is a calm to his soul, at the center of his torment.
I would expect no less insight from Avastaya.
You know them? You've met my people?
They would visit us before their ruination.
Did you meet them? What were they like? Did you see them use their magic? Why were they here?
That I cannot say. Those who came did so deliberately, only speaking with a select few.
That's all? Forgive me. I'd hoped for so much more.
Hey, we're glossing over the fact that we're apparently allying with a Mistwalker. Are we suddenly okay with this?
We have a common enemy. His actions created the nightmarish limbo I exist in, and he is coming for you.
Gangplank? Thresh? One of those scumsuckers? We've heard of them.
No. The Ruined King.
That doesn't sound good.
It isn't. Before he became the Ruined King, he was Viego. A powerful magic user, ruling over a now forgotten empire. I was his advisor. Viego was a man of passion, beloved by his subjects. Above all else, he loved his queen, Isolde. She was everything to him. But Viego's kingdom was built by conquest. His enemies were legion, and ultimately proved more cunning than he thought. Viego managed to escape with the assassin's blade, but Isolde was not as lucky. She was attacked and poisoned with a tainted weapon. Viego ordered his warriors to scour the world, seeking a cure. Ultimately, they came upon the Blessed Isles, having heard rumors of healing properties in the island's waters. While his army searched, Viego locked himself away with his queen. In time, she passed, and he went mad with grief. He ordered violent suppressions of rebellions amongst his people, clinging to Isolde's body and refusing to leave her chamber. The king's generals returned, claiming a cure was found. He set out for the Blessed Isles, while villages burned in his homeland. Viego confronted the inhabitants of the Blessed Isles. They refused to grant him the waters of life, all but one, a conniving scholar with a black heart, the man who would become Thresh. Thresh led Viego to the blessed waters deep below the island. He lowered Isolde's body into the waters, and their healing properties coursed through her. The lantern-wielding wretch watched with cruel pleasure as Isolde returned, a horrible shadow of her former self. As Viego stared, frozen with grief and terror, The creature attacked. The two of them sank into the depths, dark shadow escaping from their bodies as they were enveloped by the waters. The pain and shadow tore through the island, corrupting the blessed waters and turning them into black mist. Diego was consumed by the mist, along with his queen, unleashing the ruined nation. The ruined king has been dormant for ages. Now, Thresh seeks artifacts of power that will pull him from the mist, make him whole once more.
Gangplank. What a fool. He has no idea what power he's playing with.
No, not in the slightest.
You must stop the ritual. If the ruined king manifests, he will unleash the mist across every continent. A harrowing to consume the world, ravaging all life in its wake.
Are there more like you who might aid us?
There is a gathering at the shoreline, where you entered the island. We watched your arrival with interest.
Spied on us, you mean?
Maybe.
We had to know your chance of survival, and to know your intentions.
I hope you got a good look, so you know what happens to shadows that cross us.
Save your threats for Thresh. Stop the ritual. Then, find me at the landing, and you'll see that our purposes align.
I am immortal. Such potential. We shall unlock their potential first. You don't know me at all. I think we'll just take everybody's. Oh. That is quite a bit of stuff.
You found what you seek. The life force was palpable the moment you set foot on the island.
Yes, it was astonishing to see what our people accomplished together.
Ancient history now carves a path forward through a grim future. Plant the seed that we might reveal hope.
It's about to look beautiful? Oh man, what a difference.
Thought he couldn't do that when we first met him.
That makes two of us.
My power returns. Another blow against our enemy. But each step brings you closer to danger. Choose your path carefully.
I fear the path may not be ours to choose.
Well, let's pick one and keep moving.
Before you go, a gift of thanks. Brom, hero of the Freljord. You traveled here for a cure that would save your homeland, and found none. Yet you stay, and fight to save mine.
Of course! That is what it means to be a hero.
In all my years, I have never met a heart so pure. If this is a virtue of your people, then they must be saved.
Oh?
These are leaves. I love them.
In old times, when there was peace and men were welcome here, they sought these leaves, and I gave them freely. From them they made elixirs and potions to cure sickness.
The cure?
Those leaves are a part of me, you see. And within me flows the last of the blessed water you sought. It is my life's blood, the last hope of restoring this land, and it seems yours as well.
Brom does not know what to say. Brom is the only one crying.
We're all crying on the inside.
Go now. Find victory. and know that you will always be welcome visitors in Maokai's Grove.
Well, that's nice. Okay, but we're gonna stop here. On the next episode, we are going to enter Thresh's dungeon, so stick around for that. Thank you to those who made it to the end of this video. It's much appreciated, and I will catch everybody in the next one. Take care.